at the Idaho 4 timeline. I previously did, maybe like a year ago or so. But I don't remember which video, and I keep getting distracted. So we're just gonna go with the flow because it's easier. Um, all right, so let's do, I think I'm gonna use 3 separate decks. Okay, so I think we're gonna go at it from 9, 10, 11, and then 12, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then we will look at all that space before the police was called, allegedly. Everything I say is alleged. I could be spot on picking up rumors, or I could just be wrong. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great day. And we're just gonna jump into it as usual. So, Idaho for unalivens, November 13th, I believe. All right. So show me, please, and thank you. What was going on at 9 o'clock p.m.? Where were, I guess, you know what? We're going to do 9 and 10 for Kaylee and Maddie, 9 and 10 for Zana and Ethan, 9 and 10 for Bethany and Dylan. I don't know if I want to do them separate or together. Okay, let's try to get it. Let's try to get this. Show me what Kaylee and Maddie were doing at between 9 and 10 p.m. on November 13th, the day they were unalived. Kaylee and Maddie, what were they doing? What were they up to between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th, the day that they were unalived? Maddie and Kaylee, what were Maddie and Kaylee doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? What were they doing? Oh, goodness. Okay. So, between 9 and 10 p.m., there seems that there was already some drama going on. Starting here. Okay. So, all right. We're going to clarify and see what type of hangman this is. Is this stuck energy, or this is some type of awareness? Then we have some really fast moving energy. Could be communication, could be moving around. And then we have some strength. So, like 80% of the time, my eyes always go to how the woman is, holding the dog's mouth. But this, I mean, the lion, but that saying that out loud is like maybe this is Murphy-ish esque. But that would be later in the timeline, right? So we'll see. But she's not being aggressive or anything, but my eyes really go to that. But it speaks more about patience and having will, having control over yourself or whatnot, or whatever. So then we have where we ended the King of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and then Two of Cups. So this could definitely be Kaylee and Maddie. This could be somebody else. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is timing or luck or, whatever. And then the Fool. All right. On the back, we got Ten of Cups and the Emperor and the Queen of Swords. So this energy is taking me back to, and we will see if this is correlating or if this is something different. But it takes me back to one of the last couple readings where I kept seeing this conversation that needed to be had, especially with that Emperor and that King of Wands showing up at the front and the back. And this, maybe it's conversation with this Knight of Swords. But let's go ahead and get into it. Why hangman for what Maddie and Kaylee were doing between 9 and 10 p.m. on November 13th, the day that they passed away. What was going on between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th for Maddie and Kaylee? Justice. One more. One more for that hangman for Maddie and Kaylee. Knight of Wands. All right. This makes me feel like some type of interaction with the police. It doesn't have to be. But this, yeah, this seems like an interaction with the police. But also, again, this could be rushing and communicating to sort of make things right, or, clearing the air about something. Why the Knight of Wands twice? Why the Knight of Wands twice? One more for Kaylee and Maddie between 9 and 10 p.m. Okay. Queen of Pentacles and the World. So previously in one of the recent readings, I kept feeling like Kaylee wanted to kind of check somebody, clear the air. She kind of had some things she wanted to say, maybe addressing some type of rumors and or some type of equal give and take within business or finance. But it was showing like she had some things to say to some people, like she wanted to clear something up or take responsibility for something or her role in something. So why the Knight of Pentacles? I cracked the deck. Why the Knight of Pentacles for Maddie and Kaylee? 5 of Pentacles want to be in reverse. Okay. So this could be a conversation about, wanting out of something at 5 of Pentacles. It also could have something to do with money, but let's see. Look at that. She was running out of patience here. She was over something and over somebody already at this point between 9 and 10 p.m. Again, we have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. So again, some type of partnership that she was wanting to communicate with somebody about, or was she evading somebody that wanted to have this conversation? I don't know. Only time will tell, right? Finally, the Strength. Why Strength for Kaylee and Maddie? Yeah. Okay, so we got 2 6s. 6 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. So Strength. Again, going back to previously where, I want to, I really don't want to have to do this, because there was some fear, there was some courage needed, if you will, to have this conversation. I don't feel like it's something she really wanted to do, but that it had to be done and that she was going to face it head on. So again, that 6 of Pentacles is equal give and take. This is 6 of Wands could be, celebrating. This could be war or battle or something, right? But this, also this could be her looking for somebody because she wanted to have a conversation with them. So 10 of Wands here, again, some type of ending with a new start, healing something, clearing up some rumors maybe, okay? 2 of Wands up in there in reverse, let's fix that. Okay, and then on the back, 9 of Cups, 5 of Wands. It's like the King of Wands. She just kind of really comes off as, at least in this moment, like, y'all got me effed up. You know what I mean? To some degree. So, of course, multiple things could have been going on. It could have been multiple people she wanted to address, or she wanted to talk to somebody, but somebody else wanted to talk. I don't know. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of people here. Not only all of the victims, but other people. We got, we just picking up on so much stuff that, I'm just doing my best. That's why we keep going over it over and over, looking at it from different angles so that we can get as much clarity as possible. And again, everything is alleged. So I want to try this new deck again. We just tried yesterday for the first time for Kaylee and Maddie between 9 and 10, and then we will move on to the other roommates. So tell me more about what Kaylee and Maddie were doing between 9 and 10 p.m. But it's very clear to me that the drama had already started, which isn't surprising because, again, we felt like this had been brewing, this had been building up over a course of time. Even if it was just a couple weeks, couple months, this was already drama. One more. Kaylee and Maddie, what were they doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? We got denial. Is that what it is? Yeah, no. Perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. Hmm. What are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than a lie. And then, if you've been putting up a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask. Wow. And we're not surprised what just the energy we've been getting, but like when you got cards like this, they kind of give you some more details, certain words, and all of that. So, no, they were saying that they wanted out of something. They were saying that they weren't going to do something. Maybe they were refusing to talk about somebody. But again, with that denial, perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. So that could be rumors, right? What are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than a lie. If you've been putting up a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask, child. So this also can go into the food truck situation where he was saying that they're going to get you. What did you tell? What did you say? I don't know what time that was. Again, I haven't really kept up with the details of this case like that. I'm very much interested in it, but I got other stuff that I be doing, looking at, and all of that. So I don't know all the little details like everybody else does. I may look at some stuff here and there based on curiosity out of what I picked up on, but I really don't know all the time frames and everything like most people do. And the other key players that they were hanging out with, I don't really know their name like that. Um, so y'all feel free to fill me in and let me know what else y'all think this could be leading up to in terms of time frame. So, um, but yeah, somebody they wanted out of something. It seemed like they were confronting somebody or vice versa. What else? We end on offering in underworld. Find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income underworld. SEX, DEATH, hidden knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life. As the world evolves, so can your means of earning income. I know that rumor's been going around about, the OF and all of that. So very much could be. And then offering says, the universe will meet all your needs. Consider having a money altar. Call upon your spirit guides and angels to assist you during this time. So, this kind of goes with that. Um, what was I going to say? Summoning that courage to basically have this conversation, I think. Okay. So let's see what actually comes out. Underworld tried to go ahead and pop out. Um, Kaylee and Maddie between 9 and 10 p.m. Tell me more. Kaylee and Maddie between 9 and 10 p.m. Show me more. Kaylee and Maddie. Ooh, child. That Lord will tell you. Okay. Let's talk about what we just ended on. Rebel. The rebel. Limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. System buster, entrepreneur, or teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer meant to prove the way of future generations. Okay. So that word rebel is really going into the way I'm describing how Kaylee was feeling about checking somebody, about not wanting to be a part, about not going against the grain. Well, about going against the grain in terms of this situation. That's just the way it's coming off. So what came out was silence, business, and loss. Moving in silence while you continue to build. Silence is the best way to increase your personal power. Um, sharing too much the way that the font is weird on here. Sharing too much too soon. Not everyone is honest and trustworthy. So again, I don't know what time that conversation went down, but it definitely feels like it could be in relation to that about what did you tell Adam? Okay. So again, this could be exposing some type of plan. This is her maybe talking too much, um, feeling more confident that she should have in terms of not really thinking that people will go this far, obviously. But yeah, so somebody wanted to keep her silent or them silent. Um, but she wasn't going to be silenced with that rebel on top too. Okay, so loss. A major phase in your life is ending. Embrace newness. So again, she wanted to be out of that situation, do something different. She was moving away. Um, and maybe somebody lost some money here because we have business. They lost something. Or they will be losing something based off of, something between them, Maddie, Kaylee, or whatever. So let go of what was so you can focus your energy on what is ahead of you. The grief of loss continues to be an obstacle in your life. And then business says, do not be intimidated to enter the world of business. You got this. Consider executive positions, becoming a CEO or anything. Why did I sound like that? Anything in the corporate world. Elevate your awareness and think bigger if you want different results. And then we have that emperor on the back of the deck and everything. So again, this could have something to do with business, right? We just talked about that OF and all of that. Um, the office in was under rebel. All right, well, we'll move on. So let's go ahead to Ethan and Xana between 9 and 10 p.m. Show me, please, and thank you what Ethan and Xana were doing between 8 and 9 p.m. Did I say 8? 9 and 10 p.m.? What are they doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? Ethan and Xana on November 13th, the day that they were unalive. What was going on with Ethan and Xana? What were they doing? Who were they interacting with? How were they feeling between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th? Ethan and Xana, what are they doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? Ethan and Xana, November 13th. 4 Wands. What were they doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? Ethan and Xana. We got Knight of Pentacles. Ethan and Xana. What were they doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? All right. So, 4 Wands could be a house, a foundation, a celebration. Knight of Pentacles is very slow and analytical to me. So they very much could have been at home, kind of lagging behind. Maybe the last one's out the house or something. Or they could have been on their way home, or they could have been at a party, but we're going to go ahead and clarify and see what this is. So why the 4? And it could just be showing their relationship, the 4 Wands. Okay. The 6 of Wands was what we ended on. So in the Fool, 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups. I wonder if, well, we'll get into it. So, but that could also, again, represent party, right? So I don't know if they were back and forth that night, or they left one party and went to another. All right, but between 9 and 10, why the 4 Wands for Ethan and Xana? What were they doing? How were they feeling? Who were they interacting with? Ethan and Xana, why the 4 Wands? Hangman. Show me more. Between 9 and 10 p.m. We got 3 of Wands. So I don't know if one of them are waiting for the other. It is kind of, it's waiting. It's this waiting energy. I mean, the Hangman and 3 of Wands, because somebody's slow. Where we ended, Knight of Pentacles is which we have to clarify, and the Justice. So they seem to be waiting for something. Or again, Ethan could be waiting on Xana. She's taking a while. or they're waiting for somebody else. But again, it seemed like running into justice. So I don't know if this is some type of payback or if they, I'm not sure. So I'm definitely going to have to do some research. So Knight of Pentacles, why for Ethan and Xana? Knight of Pentacles, why for Ethan and Xana? Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Fool. So, was it a game that night? I know that people were talking about a game, but I don't know if it was that night or day before, a couple days before. I don't know. So maybe this is that energy a bit, but Eight of Pentacles. Maybe somebody was getting off work around that time. Yeah, maybe somebody was waiting for the other, or maybe somebody outside of them because they were getting off work or something like that. Okay. Then we have conflict between these two kings. That's where we left off, and an ending. Sun card and a Ten of Pentacles. Again, it keeps, to some degree, I keep feeling like, oh, we're going to, if there's a conflict, we're going to come to an agreement and we're going to be cool. Like, that's the type of vibes. Like, we all need to, like, it's a lot of people that's going to come together and have a conversation, or multiple people that need to have a conversation, or there's conflict, but it's weird. So let's use this new deck again for Ethan and Xana between 9 and 10 p.m. Setbacks was there when I shuffled. Leadership that time. One more shuffle for Ethan and Xana settling between 9 and 10 p.m. Why? What are they doing? Ethan and Xana between 9 and 10 p.m. What are they doing? November 13th. Unexpected. Prepare for unexpected financial loss. This is a money deck, so we're going to obviously look at it directly like money, but also, obviously as well, we can relate it to the situation or what we know and all of that. So this financial crisis may be out of your control, but you can still control the outcome. Deal with things ahead and try to prepare for the unexpected before it happens. So look where we left off, odd jobs. Consider creating multiple streams of income. Second job, add job again. So somebody could have been at work, waiting for somebody at work. Freedom is more important than financial security. And then sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to a career. So we do have odd jobs here and unexpected change. That would be Five of Pentacles. So yeah, it do feel like this, again, it feels like I'm asking about 9 and 10. This already seems like things are kicking off. Not necessarily that things are happening at this time that, go right into the unaliving, but dude, this seems like some stuff was already kicking off. Like you could feel the tension, like all that night. So maybe we still very much off on the timeline. Maybe I'm just off with my reading, but something with the vehicle here possibly. But yeah, somebody's waiting. There's, again, with that hangman there, it's just like it feels like a lot of tension already. So let's see what else comes out. So what actually came out again was unexpected. What else? 9 and 10 for Ethan and Xana. Then we have luck. Huh. Anything you do now will be very prosperous for you. If you believe that you're lucky, you'll create an abundant mindset. Or your perspective is stifling your growth and stamping on your luck. Interesting. So is it unexpected luck? Or something that goes wrong, but then, luckily something was able to remedy the situation. Let's see what else comes out. Ethan and Xana between 9 and 10 p.m. Teachers where we ended, and then unfulfilled. So I wonder if they were having issues, what if they were having words with each other. Maybe they were, having a moment between 9 and 10 p.m. perhaps. Unfulfilled. You could have an emotional attachment to a job that is no longer serving you. And we do have work here. So they could also be, maybe this issue is not with just one or two people in the house. Maybe there's multiple issues, or, bystander, guilty by association type of things, or, you know, I got to live here too. And y'all got issues with them, and now they got issues with us. Maybe, I don't know. So explore your wants and needs and consider a change. You are unhappy with your income, but too scared to make any changes. So, yes, perhaps again, that's a possibility that Ethan and Xana were at a little conflict with each other. But I feel like more so what this is saying is that the same issues with job is the same issues here. But again, also, there could have been a wait. Again, one of them waiting for the other, something to do with work. So maybe somebody was working around that time. Excuse me. Or they could have been confiding in each other in terms of like where their life is going. Because we have teacher and life purpose on top. What's on the back? Business again and loss. Okay. Let's look at Bethany real quick, what she was doing. And then we'll look at Dylan. What was Bethany doing November 13th between 9 and 10 p.m.? What was Bethany and Dylan doing between 9 and 10 p.m. November? Not both. Sorry. Just show me Bethany. What was Bethany doing between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th? Bethany, surviving roommate of the Idaho 4 students that were unalived. What was Bethany doing between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th? Bethany. What was Bethany doing? What was Bethany doing? Page of Pentacles and the Hangman. What else was Bethany doing? Ace of Wands. Between 9 and 10 p.m., what was Bethany doing? Eight of Wands. Okay. We're ending with the Queen of Wands here. And the Nine of Cups. Judgment, Six of Swords. Okay. So again, everybody so far has in common, from my interpretation, is that something needed to be resolved. All right, Six of Wands, Fool, and the Queen of Swords on the back. Okay. So from what came out, it looks like communicating and giving information to me. So let's clarify and see what that is for Bethany. Why the Page of Pentacles for Bethany between 9 and 10 p.m. November 30th, the day that her roommates were unalive? What was Bethany doing? Why Page of Pentacles? Who was she interacting with? Temperance. Wanted to be a reverse. So, like I said previously, I know that the timeline is saying that, after the girls got home, blah, 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 that's what we've been looking at. Like I said, there's conflict as soon as they walk in the door. So whether that's just an argument and then a little time passes and that's when the actual unaliving happens. But this, again, is showing me like, I'm tired of somebody. I'm tired of somebody. I'm no more patience here. Okay? Give me more for that. Page of Pentacles for Bethany. Four Swords. So it's like this energy of this can't wait, or I can't wait to get this off my chest, or whatever. It's making me feel like pacing type of energy. So maybe not literally, but it's very anxiety driven. We end there. Nine of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Why the Hangman? For what Bethany was doing between 9 and 10 p.m. Why the Hangman? The Knight of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. So again, waiting for something to happen. Being anxious for something to happen or to clear the air or get out of this Six of Swords or get into a Six of Swords. Okay. Why the Ace of Wands? To the truth, huh? To the truth about something. Eight of Cups. Maybe putting something to bed. See? Again, Six of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So this very much, again, gives me confronting somebody. Why the Eight of Wands for Bethany? That's, to me, that's waiting for the other people to get home. But why is it showing up at 9 and 10? Again, it could just be giving me information. Maybe it doesn't align with the time frame, but that is my aim. So again, looking forward to some type of future plans here with the Seven of Swords. Exposure. True intentions. Clearing something up. What's on the back? The Fool. And Ace of Wands. Crossroads. It's almost like we tried it this way. Now let's try it this way. So maybe they've been trying to get some straightening, but that ain't been working. So let's go from a different vantage point or something. But let's do this one for Bethany between 9 and 10 p.m. What was Bethany doing November 13th between 9 and 10 p.m.? Bethany, give me more. Manifesting. You have all the tools you need to increase your income. Great fortune is coming soon. An opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. There's 5 people on this card. Again, I can't wait. Manifesting. I can't wait to get what I'm intending to get. Whatever that is. We ended on take off in silence. Things will take off much sooner than you expected. Now is a good time to take action. There is no stopping you now. You're rushing into things without a clear plan of where you're heading. That's kind of what I'm saying. And again, I'm aiming for 9 and 10 p.m., but maybe not. Maybe that's not when this stuff happened. I don't know. But that's my aim. In silence, again, moving in silence while you continue to build. Silence is the best way to increase your personal power. Sharing too much too soon. Not everyone is honest and trustworthy. We just been looking at them future intentions of deception and exposure. Kind of taking off the mask. You know, I look like the sun, all happy and shiny like a sweet little baby on there, but really it's the devil. Okay? 3 of Cups. 5 of Pentacles. So let's see what actually else comes out. So far what actually came out was manifesting. Tell me more about Bethany between 9 and 10 p.m. Tell me more. Leadership. You're stepping into a role as a leader. You're ready. It's like action to me, kind of basically. Your career will improve once you accept and step into your power. You're following the crowd in fear of putting yourself out there. More about Bethany between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th. We got odd jobs. Consider creating multiple streams of income. Second job, add job. Freedom is more important than financial security. Sometimes it's okay to take a transition job, even if it doesn't lead to career. So again, I feel like this to me, allegedly, everybody has some type of role. This even could be interpreted as like, your employees standing there in front of you and you telling them, okay, you know what you're supposed to do, or I need you to do this, or whatever. But like I've been saying, there's a woman, and don't have to be her, it could be anybody, right? There's a woman that plays, or women that play a big role in this situation. Comfort. Though you are not exactly rich, you will be living comfortably. You're entering the most comfortable period of your life. Your finances are in a state of balance. What's on the back? Unfulfilled. Yes, you could have an emotional attachment to a job that no longer serving you. Um, I don't feel too much like if they were indeed allegedly doing OF and maybe all the girls there were doing it allegedly, then I don't see her being all that bothered by it, Bethany, allegedly. Okay, so let's look at Dylan. I'm wondering if I should just do one video for that time frame and end it and do another one. Let me think about it. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so Dylan. Show me what Dylan M was doing between 9 and 10 p.m. on November 13th when the day that her roommates were unalive. Between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th, what was Dylan doing? What was Dylan doing? 9 and 10 p.m. What was Dylan doing? Two of Pentacles. Dylan, 9 and 10 p.m. What was she doing? What was Dylan doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? What was she doing? Knight of Cups. So, maybe she was back and forth about a decision. Knight of Cups, it make me feel like somebody in their feelings, like they uncertain, they don't know what to do. Four of Pentacles. Dylan, between 9 and 10 p.m. Okay. 10 of Pentacles, okay. Again, there could have been communication about the household, the roommates, money. There could be communication with those people or other people, but anyway, somebody knows something and they're stressed out about it. They're stressed out about some type of truth, maybe exposure. This given maybe rebel. Rogue, but also there could be something with a relationship, but or just don't have to be a relationship, could just be like lost love or respect for somebody in general. On the back, Hangman, 8 of Wands. So let's go ahead and jump into it and see what Dylan was doing between 9 and 10 p.m. Why the Two of Pentacles for Dylan between 9 and 10 p.m. on November 13th? Why Two of Pentacles for Dylan? We have Page of Wands. So, action, curiosity. Could have been checking on something. We got the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So, she could have been communicating to somebody possibly. Um, why the, again, stress with this justice? Okay, whether that be law enforcement or just some type of revenge or, again, feeling like somebody did something to them. Why the Knight of Cups for Dylan between 9 and 10 p.m.? The Queen of Swords. Tell me more. Conflict. Isn't Kaylee or Maddie, I can't remember, one of them a Gemini? Um, so conflict with this particular queen or conflict with something ending. But I feel like it's a person. This conflict. Why the Four of Pentacles? Why the Four of Pentacles? Three of Pentacles. So to me, this looks like getting a play together. This looks like maybe having some indecision or stress about what they were planning to do allegedly, and or maybe not wanting to go through with it, but it's definitely still showing more so on the side of I don't like this person. Waiting again, waiting, analyzing, checking on something. Why the Ten of Pentacles? Ten of Swords. To me, I think that Ten of Pentacles could be the roommates, the Empress. Six of Pentacles. That's how we're going to resolve this. The Ten of Swords to this Empress. Somebody that may embody all the queens in some way, shape, or form. Somebody that has it all. Okay, and on that Ten of Swords, it say deadline on there. We keep coming up with that time, that clock, that Wheel of Fortune. But again, some offer, some type of invitation, and again, communication here. But again, very much waiting on maybe something from the Emperor as well. So let's do this one. Dylan, what was Dylan doing between 9 and 10 p.m. on November 13th? What was Dylan doing? Gossip and student was there on those cracks and shift. Okay, so let's see what actually comes out for Dylan between 9 and 10 p.m. November 13th, the day her roommates were unalive. What was she doing between 9 and 10 p.m.? We got health. Some situations that need resolution will be resolved and healed. See, I can... Okay. Consider careers in the medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work. And the other one says, it's time to replenish your energy and fully energized to prepare for what's next. So she could have been eating, like we said, I see preparation in general. We leave off on money manager and peacemaker. This card could indicate your career or finance could take a giant leap forward. Consider careers in money management, banking, account, or anything in finance. You can expect a happy outcome when it comes to your finances. But like I said, this is how we're resolving it. Ten of Swords. That will be happiness for allegedly whomever had it out for these students. Peacemaker. You are being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. So was Dylan allegedly, like we said, there's an invitation. It's been said that she's the one that invited Kaylee to come back. I don't know. But that's a rumor that's been going around for a while. But also, is she the one that's saying, I'm going to bring you and this person together so we can resolve this? Or I'm the middleman for helping resolve this situation? Consider politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situations with a win-win attitude when making business deals. So let's see what else actually comes out. So far we got that health. Resolution needs to be reached. And this for death, Bethany. Teacher. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You've learned much about money. This is a time to put it into practice. So we only got one card that came out. Let's see if we can get one more to actually pop. For Dylan, what was she doing? Well, I can't say this word. Precarious. There have been a lot of ups and downs with your finances. We're using this in a general sense, but it could be for finances as well. Money coming in fast and going out just as quickly, or fast changes regarding money or an unexpected turn of finances, but precarious. Between 9 and 10 p.m. for Dylan. Between 9 and 10 p.m. for Dylan. All right. Ended on this, manifesting again, and what came out was science. Keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. Chemist, forensics, biochemist, or anything in the field of science. Apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problems. On the back is planner. Take financial inventory and see what needs changing. Event planning, project manager, or a professional organizer. It's crucial that you make a plan to make sure each day counts. So like I said, I kept seeing planning and preparation for the plan that we put in place. But a lot of people very much in a waiting position to have a conversation, to problem solve something. All right. So we got 9 and 10 out the way. So I'm very interested to see how this unfolds. Y'all give me one moment. Crap. What the heck did I do? Come on. Whatever. So I'll make sure I got the... Okay. So let's go back to Kaylee and Maddie. Show me... Actually, I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. All right, you guys. Hopefully you guys have already hit the like button, but if you haven't, please do so now. I appreciate it so much. All right, so let's look at the time frame of 11 and 12. Excuse me. I'm gonna grab a water. I'm sorry. Okay. Kaylee and Maddie, November 13th, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. What were Maddie and Kaylee doing between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. the day that they were unalived? Who were they interacting with? What were they doing? How were they feeling? 11 p.m., 12 a.m. Maddie and Kaylee, what were they doing? Maddie and Kaylee. Maddie and Kaylee, what were they doing? 11p, 12a, the day that they were unalived. All right, so what came out? Communication or some type of interaction with the King of Wands there. And then we have the Seven of Swords, plan, setup, walking into a setup, basically. They were about to walk into a setup. This is what it say, between this time frame. Okay. It seems like a lot of people around knew what was going to happen, allegedly. But also we have kind of holding back from somebody that they have emotional connection with, one of them at least. So let's just get into it. Why the Eight of Wands for what Maddie and Kaylee were doing between 11 p.m. and 12 a.m. the day that they were unalived. Why the Eight of Wands for what they were doing, who they were interacting with. Maddie and Kaylee, 11p, 12a. Again, that waiting for your seeds to grow. Usually for me, that's planned, that's set up, Seven of Pentacles for these type of readings specifically. So again, it's kind of like walking into feeling off about some things. Tell me more, Eight of Wands for Maddie and Kaylee, 11p, 12a. It keep making me feel to some degree that they were like on a mission, low key. Well, maybe not, but it keeps seeming like they were trying to get something out or say something or do something or looking for somebody. It kind of feels like, and kind of being over it. Like we spent, let's say, an hour or two trying to do something and it's not really going as planned. And I'm just like, whatever, forget it. Okay, King of Wands is there and the Queen of Wands is here. Five of Pentacles. This is avoiding somebody. So maybe they weren't looking for them. Maybe they was doing both. Maybe it was somebody outside of this King of Wands that, I don't know, but this is avoiding somebody's person. To me, look like. Why the King of Wands? Why the King of Wands for Maddie and Kaylee? Eight of Wands. So only thing again that came out was the Eight of Wands and the King of Wands. Again, and then we have this over it, or maybe one last chance, this Nine of Wands communicating to the King of Wands. But, you know, again, so the King of Wands is here, and these two cards are looking opposite of the King of Wands when it's down here on the table. Tell me more about the King of Wands for Maddie and Kaylee, 11p to 12a. We got Six of Wands. So maybe avoiding somebody at a party or avoiding somebody altogether. We ended on the King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Queen of Swords, Five of Wands, and then Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords on the back. So maybe this is avoiding somebody. But let's go ahead and clarify one more time with this one. Or they could have been looking for him. I don't know. But, y'all decide what y'all think. Parenthood keep coming, child. So, anyway. All right, tell me more. Maddie and Kaylee, 11p to 12a, November 13th. Going into the 14th, what were they doing? The day that they passed away, what were they doing? 11p to 12a. Who were they interacting with? Maddie and Kaylee. Shift. Taking your career in a totally different direction. See, that's kind of like that avoidant energy. Have the courage to change course. Continue to grow, change, and learn. Or again, kind of making it very much known to this King of Wands that it's over. Have the courage, I said that. You reached the end of a route where you cannot continue traveling. And then growth. See, shift and grow. Expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. It's important to unlearn to grow as rules continue to morph and change. You're delaying your growth. The process of healing is worth doing. See, avoiding, this seemed like avoiding something. I'm very much torn. You see, I keep going back and forth. So, like I said, some people, because it could have been multiple things going on, right? Her situation with Jack, and then whatever situation with these other people. It's like some things I want to address, or I want to do this thing first and then take care of that, or whatever. Maybe it all tie in together. Anything else? Maddie and Kaylee, 11p to 12a. Student, work with a mentor to learn new skills or teach you how to implement your plans. You could be in school to pursue higher education or work for a school district. And then they say, teach yourself to succeed with money or get a financial advisor to teach you. So, were they talking to an older person here? Or is this just another student? This could be just a student, it could be saying. But they keep coming up a lot with that mentor energy. And initially, some of it I attributed to Brian being a TA and whatever. Maybe even being working with the police department as an intern of some sorts. But also, in the past, we kept seeing like possibly a relationship, inappropriate relationship, teacher student, and maybe that'll have nothing to do with this particular spread or at all. But it just makes me wonder because it keeps popping up. But anything else? Maddie, Kaylee, 11p, 12a, what are they doing? All right. Spirituality. Use money magical spells to increase wealth and prosperity. And then again, spiritual advisor, healer, tarot reader, or anything in the occult. You're being guided to discover your unique spiritual path right now. So weird. We picked up lots of spirituality previously connected to the perpetrator. But again, somebody that is a teacher, whether it's Brian or not, somebody in that space, I kept getting counselor energy previously. There are some older people involved as well as students. All right. So they seem to be avoiding some people and maybe looking for others, or it's just one or the other. So let's go. Ethan and Xana, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m., the day that they were unalived. What were they doing between 11 p. and 12 a.m.? Ethan and Xana. Who were they interacting with? What was going on with Ethan and Xana? 11 p. to 12 a. Ethan and Xana. 11 p. 12 a. November 13th. What were they doing? Who were they interacting with? Ethan and Xana. Ethan and Xana. Page of Pentacles. Ethan and Xana. What were they doing? Amen. It's in reverse this time. Ethan and Xana. Nine of Cups. Ethan and Xana, what were they doing? 11P12A. Lovers wanted to be in reverse. All right, so we do have Temperance here with the Four of Wands. Food, Four of Cups. The Emperor. Maybe they were trying to avoid this person too. Maybe they ran into this person. On the back, Seven of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it for Ethan and Xana. 11P12A. Why the Page of Pentacles? What is this? Page of Pentacles. Why for Ethan and Xana? 11P12A. Why? Nine of Wands, flip back over. King of Wands wanted to be in reverse. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, they ran into a couple maybe. I mean, they not matches, but they make me feel like they couples. This could be their zodiacs. Maybe not. Maybe it's Ethan and Xana. But I feel like they marked with the Lovers here, okay? Yeah, they seem like they avoiding somebody too. Sorry, my stomach growling. Why the Hangman? 11P12A, Ethan and Xana. Ten of Swords, y'all. Yeah, this takes me back. Even their other spread takes me back to feeling like this was not a quick thing. This seemed again to me, allegedly, I could be wrong. Sorry, my stomach going crazy. Something may be happening outside of this reading in the world, of war or something. But this makes me feel like they were tied up or they were subdued or they could not go somewhere. So much holding back, so much stuckness, so much bluntness. Why the Nine of Cups? Again, 2 5s. Big change happening 11P12A, allegedly. Why the Nine of Cups for Xana and Ethan? 8 of Swords. Very much confused about something. Very much conflictual energy. It's like the moment of finding something out or realizing something. We go from the 8 of Swords to the High Priestess. Looking at something from a different perspective. Slowly realizing something, it feels like. Analyzing some things. Realizing something wrong. That somebody like this meeting of coming to a common ground is BS. Why the Lovers that wanted to be in reverse for Xana and Ethan? Why? 4 of Pentacles. This is stuckness. This could be stuckness. This is, you see, holding stuff tight to your chest. Stability, house, foundations. Again, we have conflict at a party. Tell me more about the Lovers. 2 of Cups. Tell me more. Anything else? For Xana and Ethan, 11P12A. All right. This is the moment of something is not right. Yeah. All right, let's do this deck. All right, Xana and Ethan, 11P12A. What were they doing? Who were they interacting with? Xana and Ethan, 11P12A. What was going on with Xana and Ethan? Partnership. And this could just be their relationship, right? You're manifesting a strong and successful partnership. But we can clearly see a lot of confusion and frustration going on here. Consider having a partner who can bring the experience you lack. Some of your relationships may be holding you back from success. So maybe they were having issues with each other. Parenthood and shift is where we left off. Xana and Ethan. Take action in reverse. Whatever your question, this is telling you to go for it. Do not procrastinate or wait to take the next steps to get ahead. Just do it. Nothing will change if you don't take action. Don't let opportunity pass you by. Um, Now, again, I could just be picking up a sequence of events, doesn't have to align with the time I'm saying. That's what I'm aiming for again. Because allegedly there was an order for food past this timeline. But let's see what else comes out. Because I could be like, okay, maybe they went back to the house and they chilling together or whatever the case is, regardless of the timeline. But why would there be so much confusion other than maybe they're arguing with each other? That's the only other thing I can think of. But yeah, so I don't know. 11P, 12A, Xana and Ethan, what were they doing? But again, like I said, there seemed there was going to be a meet up to clear some stuff up. So rebel and loss. Limiting beliefs are limiting your abundance. System buster, entrepreneur, or teacher, or teaching others a better way. You're a trailblazer meant to prove the way of unit. So again, they could have been having an issue with somebody and speaking up against or about somebody and loss. Okay, let's get these up and look at Bethany. So at least we're seeing a slight difference of energy throughout the timeline. So that makes me feel, you know, that we, could be possibly on the right track here. Bethany, 11P, 12A, November 13th. What was Bethany doing between 11P, 12A, the day that her roommates were unalive? Bethany Funk, Bethany F, what was she doing between 11P, 12A, the day that her roommates were unalive? What was Bethany doing? Who was she interacting with between 11P and 12A? Bethany F, what was she doing? Plotting, strategy. You can just look at that card and tell the energy. And then we have the Nine of Cups here. So she could have been feeling good, getting her wish fulfilled, or she could have been holding back something. You see, those people ain't looking. Obviously, maybe they were just in battle with this person, but they're not really looking back. That person's looking back. So Bethany F, what was she doing? 11P, 12A on November 13th. 11P, 12A, Bethany. All right, we got some confusion here, some regret about what is known about family or knowing something somebody else doesn't know. That's going to make you happy. I don't know. Again, it does seem like she could have been interacting with Xana and Ethan in some way, shape, or form. So let's get into it. Why the Five of Swords for Bethany between 11P and 12A? Why Five of Swords for Bethany between 11P and 12A? Bethany, why Five of Swords, November 13th? What was she doing? The Devil. This again, the Devil is, could be addictions, obsession, could be toxic energy, could be drugs. But also the Devil is something that's holding you down that typically you can get yourself out of, but bound by something. Give me another for Five of Swords for Bethany. 11P to 12A. Doubling down on that Five of Swords. So seems like plotting against somebody or being petty or being strategic. Why the Nine of Cups for Bethany? 11P, 12A. Again, looking forward to something that's going to happen in the future. Okay, and that's where we end for Bethany. Again, waiting for that time and communicating about time and people and placements. And it looked like she could have been with somebody else here. I don't know. Okay, let's do this deck real quick for Bethany. Then we'll do Dylan. Tell me more about what Bethany was doing, 11P to 12A. What was Bethany doing? To pop back in. What was Bethany doing, 11P to 12A? What was she doing, 11P, 12A? We got activation. You are activating your soul purpose and receiving gifts. Awaken your soul and tap into your ancestral memory and inner wisdom. Focusing too much on the material world instead of the spiritual world. So this again is like action oriented. This is getting pumped up. This is again strategy. So y'all can look at the card. Okay. Bethany 11P12A. Bethany 11P12A. Bethany 11P12A. And helper. Think before you offer help. Peace at healthy time boundaries. Maybe it's supposed to be please, y'all. I'm telling y'all, these cards, I think it's defective. And then it says cashier, sales rep, call center, or in any field you are able to assist others. Make sure your goals and your make sure your goals are yours and not someone else's. We ended with student in reverse. Work with a mentor. So again, somebody else was here allegedly and lost, which is that death card. So Dylan, show me Dylan. Again, everything is alleged. Make sure y'all please do hit that like button. I appreciate it so very much. Show me Dylan, November 13th, 11P to 12A. What was she doing? Who was she interacting with? The day that her roommates were unalive. Show me what Dylan was doing and who she was interacting with. 11P to 12A, November 13th. Dylan, M, what was she doing? Dylan, 11P, 12A, what was she doing? Thought something flipped, did it? I guess not. Okay, Dylan, 11P, 12A, November 13th. Okay, again, the devil. Again, that could be bound by something with other people. This could be drugs. This could be obsession. This could be many things, right? But maybe that was her and Bethany together. Dylan, 11P, 12A, Queen of Cups, 11P, 12A. No, we're going to leave it there. Okay. We got the devil and the Queen of Cups. So let's see what else. Why the devil for Dylan? Why is the devil here for Dylan? 11P to 12A. What was she doing? Who was she interacting with? Why the devil for Dylan? Eight of Swords. Five of Pentacles. And why the Queen of Cups? Maybe they were looking for something. Nine of Wands over it. Guarded. Give me one more. They gave us two more. Strength and Hangman. Okay. Again, waiting for somebody to come back. Or this could be something about something in the past. But maybe they, again, we got that devil. Again, could be drugs, Five of Pentacles. That's a loss of money. Confusion. Maybe they were looking for something. Awareness over it. So I don't know when this... I heard the rumors that somebody flushed drugs. I don't know if that's true or not. No idea. The devil has showed up plenty of times since the beginning, but we don't know for sure, right? And it's not sticking out to me that much that, of course it could be part of it. But so, I mean, based the way they're laying out here. Definitely could be drugs, a loss of money. But so I don't know when that rumor was supposed to taking place where somebody flushed drugs or whatever. Because why would they um, just now seeming like they like, oh, what the hell happened? This was, or again, it could be revenge for that. But let's just go ahead and clarify again for Dylan, 11P12A. You do have setbacks when I crack the deck. Wisdom, perfection. All right, let's see what comes out for Dylan, 11P12A. 11P12A for Dylan. Caution. Use caution when making financial decisions. Careful not to overspend on wants instead of needs. More going out than coming in. So it's definitely showing that she's very concerned, at the very least, at 11P12A. Tell me more about Dylan, 11P12A. 11P12A. Denial. No. Perhaps you are insisting that reality be something other than what it is. What are you refusing to see? It's better to live in truth than a lie. If you've been putting up a false front to make money, it's time to remove that mask. Okay? This takes me back to acting like, or her not hearing things, but I know that I don't think that aligns with this time frame. So I don't know. But again, she could have been one foot in, one foot out about what she knew or perceived what was going on or was supposed to go on in terms of this plan. I feel with, people were planning this out. So tell me more for Dylan, 11P12A. November 13th, the day her roommates were unalive. And science. See, keep an open mind. Something is unfolding for you. Chemical forensics, biochemists. Again, I feel like they were kind of taking some type of precaution or plan they had to clean up, or because that science keep coming out. Forensic, biochemists, or anything in the field of science. And then apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problems. So, I don't know. Again, I've been wondering what they all were going to school for as well. So if y'all know, let me know. Okay. 1 to 2 a.m. We almost getting there, y'all. 1 to 2 a.m. for, I don't even remember what time they're even saying the girls got in or whatever. So y'all let me know. Okay. 1 to 2 a.m. for Maddie and Kaylee. What was going on with, around, towards Maddie and Kaylee between 1 a.m. 2 a.m. the day, the night that they were unalive. 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Maddie and Kaylee. What was going on? Who were they interacting with? We got 8 of Wands. Maddie and Kaylee, what was going on? 1A, 2A, the day they were unalive, what was going on? Who were they interacting with? Again, this is stuckness. I keep getting so much stuckness. Okay, they're at a crossroads again. Seems like face to face with this King of Wands. Hey, I want to be independent from you, or whatever we got going on. So the last 2 cards that popped out was the 10 of Cups and the Lovers. I did not know what popped out. All right. So maybe she's talking to Jack, maybe. I don't know his zodiac, and the zodiacs don't have to match up. So let's go ahead and clarify for Maddie and Kaylee, 1A, 2A, the day that they were unalive. Why the 8 of Wands for Maddie and Kaylee? Why the 8 of Wands for Maddie and Kaylee? What were they doing? 1A to 2A. Maddie and Kaylee, 1A to 2A. We got Justice. The moon. I'm telling y'all, the police is okay. Um, so again, there's an offer or opportunity that is an uphill battle. I'm defensive against this offer, this opportunity. Eight of Wands. I don't know if this is stuckness or communication to the police or some type of interaction with the police, or again, this could be just a revenge plot picking up momentum. Y'all decide for yourself. Why the strength? Why the strength? Why strength? We have Five of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. Okay, this is saying that I no longer, maybe having the courage to say, I no longer want to be a part of this, or the will to be honest about, I don't want to be a part of something here. Okay, again, this is making me feel like someone is unable to take action. There's some type of truth here that will set you free type of energy. So this is also what we're about to clarify next. Why do we have the Ten of Cups here? Page of Pentacles and Ten of Swords. So I feel like between 1 and 2, I still feel like people were unable to really do anything for whatever reason. They could have been separated, boxed in, or whatever. Why the Lovers? But, also I feel like this is closure, relationship closure. Give me more for the Lovers. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune wanted to be in reverse. So the Lovers, we have the King of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. This feels like closure. Anything else? So that space of 1 and 2 a.m., I feel like this is having the courage to be honest about, I don't want to do this anymore. But let's see. Last clarifier. Maddie and Kaylee, 1A, 2A. Show me what was going on with Maddie and Kaylee between 1A, 2A the night that they passed away. What were they doing? Who were they interacting with? 1A, 2A. Laborer. And Gaia. Oh, poor babies. I just can't. Science. Slow. Okay, so Gaia. Trust that the universe has a better plan than you do. Protecting the planet, herbal, or working with nature in some way. Spend time with nature to be healed, soothed, and regroup. And then we have Laborer. Your hard work will be rewarded soon. Keep at it. Construction, maintenance, painting, or any kind of labor work. Don't be afraid of hard work. What lasts won't come easy. So, let me see. So, there's a butterfly. And then you have Laborer. Okay, so I'm trying to see how we can relate this to what we have and what we think we know. So this could be trying to get some type of help. This could be working hard emotionally or spiritually to understand something or to convey something. Again, I keep getting like courage to like end something or some type of closure here. Or even like I'm having a tough moment or time. These last few days or weeks have been rough, but I know that everything will be better once I get past this point or do what I got to do. So a few different things I'm kind of picking up on. And then slow is what we ended on. Making slow progress, but you're getting there. Remember, slow and steady work leads to success that is sustainable. Time to stop putting things off for later when you need to do it now. Again, I feel like that could be related to Jack, whether he had anything to do with it or not. There was some communication and or some type of closure that was wanted or happened. Yeah, science was on the back, and we already read that previously. Okay, so let's get these up. Okay, Ethan and Xana. 1A to 2A. What was going on between Ethan and Xana between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m.? Between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., what was going on with Ethan and Xana? November 13th, the day that they passed away. We have Ten of Pentacles. Again, that could be finances, that could be family, that could be an organization, a group of people. It's also like celebrating. You know, we got a lot of people together. Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords is where we ended. Stress about an ending, some type of deadline. Ethan and Xana, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. So, yeah, the Queen of Swords. What else? Two of Swords. The Moon. I almost feel like they could be hearing something going on and trying to make a decision if they should take some type of action, maybe. Or again, this could be just conflict in general between folks that were in the home. But this is seeming like, this seems like a decision on action or not letting fear stop you from doing something or being brave, maybe. So let's go ahead and clarify. Why the Ten of Pentacles for Ethan and Xana between 1 and 2 a.m.? What was going on with them? We have Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so this seems to be around the Ten of Wands for the Queen of Swords, around the time that the actual plan is going into place. This seems to be the actual confrontation. Previously, we had a lot of waiting, right? But now this seems to be the conversation, the decision around this time. More about that Queen of Swords. See, yeah, this is the confrontation. This is the conversation around between 1 and 2. Give me another Four of Pentacles. So I don't know. Okay, so perhaps Xana and Ethan were home first. The other roommates are there. I'm not sure if they already had a conversation with them about what was going on. It's possible. It seems like it maybe. I'm definitely have to look at this reading again, after the fact. So say Ethan and Xana are home and one or two of the roommates are home by 1 or 2 a.m. Maybe Ethan and Xana are in another room, maybe in their room or whatever the case is. Here comes Maddie and Kaylee, and there is a argument. Maybe they are, and this is just an example, and they overhear and they like, should we step in, should we not, whatever. That's one thing, possibly. That's how I feel about that possibility. Maybe, and all of these things could be true, right? Or play a part, allegedly. Make sure y'all please do hit the like button. And I'm trying to just focus on the reading, but obviously I have heard the rumor recently. Because remember, we kept picking up on that conflict. I picked up on the fight. As soon as the roommates come in the house, Kaylee and Maddie specifically, keep seeing that's we right go into an argument. May not necessarily be the moment of the unaliving or whatever, but I'm seeing conflict as soon as they come in the house, and it seems to be with the roommates. So I heard that Ethan was fighting with somebody. That's a rumor. I don't know. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure if they were already over there and then they came out to see what was going on, or if that conflict involved them. So let's just keep going. Why the Two of Swords? Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups. Yeah. And then why the Moon for Ethan and Xana between 1 and 2 a.m.? Ethan and Xana. Six of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So, and then why the Hierophant? I mean, not the Hierophant, the High Priestess. Why High Priestess? Emperor. And the World. Why the World? Yeah. It was more people besides the people that live there and Ethan there, allegedly. Now, yeah, this is somebody like everything they've been thinking and feeling, like they're seeing everything. I'm seeing an older male here, or somebody that's running the show here. And again, it feels like the true intentions are being revealed. Ethan, Xana, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Ethan and Xana. Yep, smoker when I crack the deck, writer when I crack the deck, health. All right, Ethan and Xana between 1 a.m. 2 a.m. Who are they interacting with? What are they doing? The day that they were unalive. Take off, but it went back in. Ethan, Xana. What's going on with them? 1 a.m. 2 a.m. The rebel. Loss. Those are the main ones that's coming out. And then unexpected. So we don't have the Hermit here, but we do have the Moon. Look, leadership. There go that Emperor. We're going to do one reading just on this Emperor in the near future because, geez. Okay. That unexpected energy that we seen earlier at 9:10 is popping up here again. So that moon could again mean that somebody was hidden. Okay. I feel like they did get into an argument, whomever, there was an argument and fight, and I still feel like there was a person that was hidden. So whether they acted like they left and hid somewhere, or they was just hidden the whole time. Yeah, but unexpected situation came. So again, they was not expecting things to go so far or there to be, or be attacked. This was unexpected, came out of nowhere. But again, there was awareness that there was issues between them and other people, obviously, but this was unexpected. Leadership, science, teacher are what's on top. And all these could be pointing to Brian Koberger, right? I don't know. Well, he wanted to do forensic data stuff, whatever. So leadership, you're stepping into a role of leader, you're ready. Career, science, chemist, forensics. Consider career in teaching, coaching, mentorship. But I don't know. We'll come back and look at Brian again separately. We're gonna look at his whereabouts and what he did in his free time and all of that. But right now, let's just focus on this. But that energy keeps popping up for sure. All right. All right. Bethany. Whew, we almost done, y'all. Bethany, what is she doing? 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. November 13th, the day that her roommates were unalive. What was Bethany doing? Who was she interacting with? 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. on the 13th. Going into the 14th. Or is it vice versa? I don't know. All right. Bethany, the day her roommates were unalive, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. What was she doing and who was she interacting with? What was Bethany doing from 1A to 2A on the day her roommates were unalive? Bethany. 9 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. Bethany, what was she doing? 1A to 2A. Ten of Swords. All right. All right. So they're showing me some type of independence here. There's betrayal, heartache, and pain, and a ending. So let's get into it. Crack the deck of Nine of Pentacles again. Crossroads. Pick a side, maybe. Or your decision to walk away and be rogue, be a rebel. Why the Nine of Pentacles for Bethany between 1 and 2 a.m.? Ignoring things. She was maybe in a room by herself, as stated, but basically kind of guarded and blocked. Strength. Why the Three of Swords for Bethany between 1 and 2 a.m.? Six of Pentacles. Win-win outcome. Partnerships, multiple people here working together. The King of Pentacles. And why the Ten of Swords? Three of Swords. So she wasn't being betrayed, right? The Queen of Swords. But maybe she was betraying somebody. That's typically what the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords is. This is, maybe she didn't have any hands on, but this is very much aware of it. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Allegedly, she was betraying people. Okay. Let's do this one. And, you know, I could be wrong, but wasn't people saying like Bethany wasn't really even there, even though I feel like we said this previously in other readings? But for somebody that was not there, but then yeah, now people were saying that she was maybe in another room on a different floor. So maybe I'm just tripping, okay? Because I'm like, geez. All right, 1A, 2 a.m. Show me Bethany. What's she doing? 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. What's Bethany doing? Growth. Expect good money flow, a raise, or a new job offer. Like we've been saying, there was promises to people. So whatever that looked like for her. Where we in? Helper and planner. Y'all see me shuffling these. Helper and planner. And we got that Seven of Pentacles here. Allegedly, that's what she was doing between 1 and 2 a.m. Odd jobs. Second job, add job. Freedom is more important than financial security. Bethany, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Bethany, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. We got the past. So because of something from the past is coming back. Perhaps an old job or unfinished project. Look to the past to understand the future, a lesson, an experience, or an odd skill. You could be earning or receiving money for something you did in the past. Like I said, there were promises made. Okay. And maybe she was upset about something that happened in the past. We ended on Underworld. Find unconventional ways to explore new sources of income. SEX, death, hidden, knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life. As the world evolves, so can your means of earning money. On the back, we have the rebel, system buster, entrepreneur, or teaching others to be better. Teaching others a better way. Anyway, let's move on to Dylan. I can't remember what they are saying the timeline is, the police, and what the public think it is. So I know it's between, one group is saying the 2 a.m.-ish. One group is saying 4 a.m.-ish. So we almost there. Dylan, November 13th, the day her roommates were unalive. Between the hours of 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., what was Dylan doing? Who was Dylan interacting with? 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. What was Dylan doing? Who was she interacting with? Justice. Again, that could be revenge. It could be the police. What was Dylan doing? 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. And according to the PCA, I don't think she was interacting with the police to call and say help at 1 and 2 a.m. Allegedly. Maybe she did, and we just don't know it. Dylan, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords for Dylan. What was Dylan doing? Dylan was going off, okay? Allegedly. Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Again, maybe she felt like somebody did something wrong to her and she was going off at between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. Okay, maybe she's the one that felt betrayed, but she allegedly had all the tools she needed to ensure that something that she desired was going to work out in her interest, or there was going to be a win-win outcome between her and somebody else, or situation, or whatever circumstances. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify. There go that King of Wands again. Why the Justice for what Dylan was doing and who she was interacting with allegedly November 13th, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. They just keep falling out my hand. All right. Why the Justice? Your Emperor. Why Justice for what Dylan was doing between 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. on November 13th, the night her roommates were unalive. Why Justice? We got regret, we got sadness, we got unhappiness, spilled milk. Okay, tell me about the Justice for Dylan. Strength. Why the Seven of Swords? Queen of Pentacles. Tell me more. Why the Seven of Swords for Dylan? The Knight of Wands. So far it seems like somebody wanted to get away with something, you know, or somebody didn't want something spoken about. Somebody wanted to keep something personal, or didn't want everybody to know something here. Why the Knight of Swords for what Dylan was doing between 1 and 2 a.m. Page of Swords. There's communication here. Nine of Cups. Seems to be positive communication with somebody. Why the... Listen, we end it here. Somebody knows what's going on with the rest of the household or family, allegedly. Why the Queen of Pentacles for what Dylan was doing? The King of Cups. King of Cups typically cares, he's emotions, but he's holding back. All right, listen, somebody was talking to their man, or their man is involved here. Listen, or two people are working together. Two people working together to betray. And this is the card we're clarifying is the Queen of Pentacles. But we got the King of Pentacles here working with the Queen of Wands to betray somebody allegedly. And the next card we're clarifying is the Three of Swords. Why do we have the Three of Swords twice for Dylan at between 1 and 2 a.m.? Clarity, truth, betrayal, awareness. And then we have Judgment. Okay. Let's do this one for Dylan real quick. Dylan, 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. What was Dylan doing 1 a to 2 a? Parenthood. They keep coming out. Maybe somebody was talking to their parents. Healing your inner child will help you make money. Caregiver, teacher, pediatrician, or any career centered on children. Don't forget to nurture yourself while you work towards your goals. And Underworld came out. Hidden knowledge, probing into the mysteries of life. Unconventional ways to explore new sources. SEX, death, whatever. That's crazy. And that you're making money off of one of those things, right? Tell me more for Dylan. laborer. She was doing hard work here. She was doing something that was physically laboring. And again, your hard work will be, you're going to be rewarded. There was promises made here, allegedly. Peacemaker, student. See, it's people with power here, students with power here, and underworld connections, allegedly. Life purpose is what we ended with in the past. Okay, let's get this 3 and 4 o'clock done. Make sure y'all hit that like button. All right. Maddie and Kaylee, 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., the day that they were unalive. What was going on with Maddie and Kaylee between the hours? Yeah, they were gone between this time. This is the time. This is the time frame. 3 something. Around 3. So show me 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. Maddie and Kaylee. What's going on with them? What happened to Maddie and Kaylee between 3 and 4? Amen. 8 of Pentacles. 3 and 4 a.m. Maddie and Kaylee. Who are they interacting it with? What's going on with Maddie and Kaylee? You know what? Maybe no. Maybe this is not the time. This is cleanup time. This is cleanup time. I don't know. We're gonna have to. Okay. Look at my other phone. Y'all give me a second. Okay. Whew. This is cleanup time, I think. I think this is cleanup time, y'all. So, let's see. I say that because of this. And we're putting in more labor. So this could have been even before 1 or 2, or right around the 2, between 2 and 3, because this is cleanup time. But let's clarify to be sure. By the Hangman for 2 to 4, 3 and 4 a.m. The Page of Wands for Kaylee and Maddie. Why? What was going on? Okay, this is okay. So this is conversations going on. I don't think that, we really don't have anybody here other than this Page of Wand and Swords, so students here communicating with each other, or young people here communicating with each other. Somebody could have been coming over or asking people to come over or whatever. Show me the 8 of Pentacles. Why the 8 of Pentacles for 3 and 4 a.m.? 6 of Pentacles. Somebody need help to clean or work. Somebody needed help to work. Give me more for the 8 of Pentacles. We got 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody couldn't do it alone, or they needed more people. Then maybe enlist somebody else. I don't know if somebody's leaving as well around this time. Why the Magician? But yeah, why the Magician for 3 or 4 a.m. Maddie and Kaylee? Because I'm not really picking up their energy anymore. Strength. Somebody had everything they needed to the strength they needed, or they needed more help, or they had the tools, or the ability to get other people to help them, or whatever the case is. But they had everything they needed. Strength. Tell me more about that Magician. Why? Give me more from Magician. Okay, so somebody was realizing that this was going to be a lot of work to clean up, if you will. So I don't think they're cleaning up the whole place. Obviously, we've seen blood outside, and allegedly people are saying that it was really messy, which I believe it was really messy. Said that from the beginning. But whatever they needed to cover up is, they feel like it was going to take a lot to get rid of some things, or whatever the case is. So why the Ace of Cups? Why is the Ace of Cups here? Why is the Ace of Cups here? 5 of Swords. I have a particular deck I'm going to use just to see if this was cleaning or something else. So devil. Okay, again, that could be drugs. That could just be like uh, getting other people tied into it or whatever the case is. Okay, so again, this is like not really doing anything about this, kind of focusing elsewhere. So let's do this new deck first, and then I'm going to use the other deck to see what will come out. So what's going on between 3 and 4 a.m.? Anything with Kaylee and Maddie, 3 to 4 a.m.? Change. So again, I feel like they are going. Um, what I just thought about is that I'm surprised that like the transporter card didn't come out for one of those time frames, or did it and I forgot. Because remember, they were dropped off. Allegedly from a driver, right? So I'm surprised that didn't show up. Okay. 3 and 4 a.m. Kaylee and Maddie, anything? Planner, designer, unexpected. Like I said, this is cleaning up. This is cleaning up. Maybe they weren't expecting it to be so messy or even to go that far. Maybe they just wanted to, scare them, hurt them, piss them off, whatever. Maybe they didn't necessarily intend, but I do feel like they did. But again, maybe they just wasn't anticipating how much work it would be to cover things up. But and maybe they did. They just implemented another part of the plan. So planner, event planning, project manager, or professional organizer. It's crucial that you make a plan to make sure each day counts. And then designer says, you're being called to tune into your individuality and express yourself. A career in fashion, art, or any artistic endeavor could be just for you. Get creative with your finances, but this is, again, I feel like a part of the plan of cleaning up. Okay, what's back here? Transporter. So maybe somebody left around this time, or they called somebody to come at this time. Now, according to, I don't know if they said the transportation that the Maddie and Kaylee came home around 3 or 4. Is that what they're saying? Because that could be possible, but I feel like they were possibly gone. So let me just, let me do this deck and see what comes out. 3 or 4 a.m. for Maddie and Kaylee. 3 or 4 a.m. between Maddie and Kaylee. What are they doing? What's going on? Taurus surrounding from Maddie Kaylee, 3, 4 a.m. 3, 4 a.m. What's going on? We have, what's that? Candles, magic. Scry, mirror, shadow. Spell, manifestation. Tarot cards, what else? Secrets. So, yeah, it could be cover-up type of energy. Incubation, masculine. I don't know what they were doing. I keep feeling like this is connected to some type of ritual of some sorts, especially when I keep saying about their religion thing. So I'm not really sure what that is all about. So we will look at the Ethan and Xana 3, 4 a.m. and then obviously Bethany and Dylan. We'll look at them together this time. Okay. Ethan and Xana, 3 and 4 a.m. What are they doing? What's going on? Who are they interacting with? Ethan and Xana. What's going on with Ethan and Xana? Hierophant in reverse. Peacemaker type energy. Page of Cups. Again, Ethan and Xana, 3, 4 a.m. Ace of Pentacles. Ethan and Xana. Yeah. So Five of Cups, regret. We got endings. We got deception with the Emperor and the Queen of Wands in their room, and they're already gone. I could be wrong, right? Yeah. Those are the last two that came out. Okay. I think I'm just going to do these because we going on 2 hours. I'm tired. Parenthood again there. So somebody definitely could have been pregnant between these friends. I feel like it's coming up more so with Ethan and Xana this time. And maybe that's the unexpected thing. I don't know. I really don't. Or maybe nobody was pregnant. But I've definitely been seeing this since the beginning. Okay. 3 and 4 a.m. for Ethan and Xana. What was going on? Odd jobs again. Helper. See, this is cleaning up. It's cleaning up. They were clean. They were already gone before 3 and 4. Again, spirituality in reverse, and then transporter. Somebody came in or somebody came out. Okay. They called, like I previously said, they called somebody to come help. So again, I feel like those people were unalived already. All right, Bethany and Dylan, 3 and 4 a.m. What were they doing? Bethany and Dylan, what were they doing between 3 and 4 a.m. the night that their roommates were unalive? Bethany and Dylan, what were they doing? What were they doing? The Page of Wands. Bethany and Dylan, what were they doing? They were having a good old time. They were happy, or they were moving around the family house or whatever. Bethany and Dylan, and they could be happy because they didn't know what was going on, right? Allegedly. Bethany and Dylan, what were they doing? 3 and 4 a.m. Bethany and Dylan, 3 and 4 a.m. Again, they were ignoring something. They had to happen, not just in the room, because the transportation is movement. Again, somebody done left or came in. See, they were working together, or it was somebody else that one or both of them were working with. But let's go ahead. Look, time just going by. Time just going by. Happy about this 9 of Cups. But it's interesting that somebody was just betrayed or hurt, or there was pain going on in the house, but you were just happy. Again, they could have just been happy in general and did not know what was going on. So let's go ahead and tell me about that Page of Wands, 3 or 4 a.m. for Dylan and Bethany. What were they doing? How were they feeling? Who were they interacting with? Why the Page of Wands for Bethany and Dylan, 3 and 4 a.m. The Hermit, okay, they could have been hiding, but you know, hiding and happy don't go together unless we intentionally plan hide and go seek. Okay, tell me more about that Page of Wands, King of Wands. So again, I do feel like it was males there as well. This King of Wands is very prominent. There go the Emperor. And this again could be waiting to call the police with that time piece. Why the 10 of Cups? Why are Bethany and Dylan so happy at 3 and 4 a.m.? Page of Pentacles. Tell me more. Based on decisions made. Olive branch energy. The Page of Pentacles always remind me of like an olive branch for some reason. Why the 2 of Cups for Bethany and Dylan? 3 and 4 a.m. Ace of Pentacles, working with somebody and waiting for you know, their boats to come in from helping somebody or this opportunity that's presented. Again, we do have the Chariot, which is also on the table. Why the Knight of Cups for Dylan and Bethany, 3 and 4 a.m. Okay, King of Pentacles, 3 and 4 a.m. Bethany and Dylan, Queen of Wands. See, these same characters keep coming up. And there go the Queen. We got the King of Pentacles on the table right there, and there go the Queen. Why the Chariot? Why is the Chariot here for 3 and 4 a.m.? Why is the Chariot here for 3 and 4 a.m.? Page of Cups. Communicating with somebody in a car or asking somebody to come over to bring some type of help. Yeah, communicating to somebody. Hangman. Communicating about competition. Okay, let's do this one, and then I want to do that other deck again to see what come out. 3 and 4 a.m. Dylan and Bethany, what are they doing? What is Dylan and Bethany doing at 3 and 4 a.m. the night that their roommates were unalive? What was going on? Who were they interacting with? How are they feeling? Mechanic. Again, somebody's about a car. Men, what needs mending? It might be broken, but it's all not lost. So again, they were cleaning up allegedly. Consider a career of mechanic and automotive, aerospace, or repair technician. You can easily fix your finances, but a sacrifice may be needed. 3 and 4 a.m. What are Bethany and Dylan doing the night they're science? They're cleaning up. Chemists, forensics, biochemists, or anything in the field of science. Apply a scientific approach to your business or financial problem or your problem. Work smart in underworld is where we left off. Are you making it harder than it has to be? Sometimes the solutions are simple. Perhaps it's time to clean house personally and professionally to start with a clean palette. Stick to basic needs when it comes to spending. Maybe again they was like, oh, this is a lot. We're not gonna clean. Maybe that'll make it even look worse, or we're just gonna do only what's necessary and just, I don't know. Allegedly. Planner. Again, event planning, project manager, or professional organizer. It's crucial to make a plan to make sure each thing counts, day counts. 3, 4 a.m., Bethany and Dylan, the day their roommates were unalive. Last one is luck. Anything you do now will be very prosperous for you. If you believe that you're lucky, you'll create an abundant mindset. Your perspective is stifling your growth and stepping on your luck. So again, they may have had some help, they had some luck, they know they got some connections, they know some people, whatever. Last clarification. Dylan and Bethany, 3 and 4 a.m. What are they doing the night that their roommates are unalive? Homecoming. Shadow. Again, people were waiting. They were waiting for them roommates to come home. Healer. So I don't know whose parents are doctors, or who, I don't know. Maybe somebody's going to school for a doctor because that healer energy keep coming up. Oh yeah, remember allegedly somebody said I'm here to help you. I don't know, but we know allegedly that they didn't call the police or ambulance. I don't know, but either way, to fix something. Moon, intensification, dedication, banishment, ancestors. What's on the back? Familiar guardian, rebirth, spirit initiation, and containment, cauldron. All right, you guys, I hope y'all got some clarity from that. Feel free to give me your input, and we'll come back soon-ish with another reading, maybe just on the Emperor. All right, later, you guys. Hit that like button.